working? Let's see if I'm working. Nope, it says I'm upcoming. Let's see if it's on. It is showing. God, it feels like I haven't done this in ages. Let's see. Where am I? No, wait. Where's my channel? No, I am me. I haven't done this to myself. Let's see. Let me see if I'm on here. Yep. Now I'm on here. Okay. Hello, Fuzz. I am in a ton of pain. Oh, great. Guess who just went on? But no.
You know, I did this.
See, nope.
Really?
Nope. Well, at least I know my phone was up. Okay. I am home because I live in Northern California, which is probably the most expensive place on the planet Earth. Seeing it last week from LA, and where the things in the hotel were cheaper or just as expensive as the stuff that's on the street here, when it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like, it's really expensive in the hotel. And I'm like, I could have gotten this at 7-Eleven. So let me see. Let me get out of here. I'm trying to play with my phone. Let's see. And then I was puttering all day today because I thought it was fun. And I almost hit my step count. So I'm in my, where the bed is, sitting on top of it. Because I'm in pain. So, thanks, Fuzz. Yeah, I love how, when you think that it's not going to hurt and it's going to stop and blah, 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 and it doesn't. Yeah. Am I in like the words? Do I need to move the camera over? I think I probably, wait, see, I'm trying to see this. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this up here. Close it all. Open up. Scooter's still on. I wanted to get on before. Let's see. Did I turn it down? Hi, Cricket. So can you guys see me? I see in my face because I can adjust the camera. I'm making no sense, aren't I? Anyway, I haven't done this in a while, so be nice. Because of Iran and that they're blocking the Strait of Hormuz, which is 20% of the world's oil. Thank you, KA. I will not be going to San Francisco every day anymore. Because I averaged it out, about a year ago, where everything was about the same price, where it was $15 a day to go there. Because of tolls. Well, tolls gone up 20 cents, I think. And now gas will be probably up another, so it'll probably cost me $16 a day. And since inflation is going rampant, no. What did I make Papa Cat get this weekend? Toilet paper, paper towels, and SpaghettiOs, because those are the things you can eat when you have no power. So yeah, most of it will be done at home for a while, because if it has a chance to spike, gas is going to spike. So I was crossing my fingers that we wouldn't be having this problem, but we all know better. That and the org is kitty corner to one of the biggest monuments in the nation. Sorry, I'm a little paranoid, you could say. I don't want to die, basically. So until we figure out what's going on, probably be doing it from home, or if not home, somewhere in the near vicinity. So, are you here, Bex? Hi, Bex. How are you? I have something I have to send to you. Text me your address. I don't have it with me. Well, I have the dust bag, and you left something in my car. So I have to send it to you. So let's see hi, Professor. Oh my God, I haven't seen you in ages. But then again, I haven't been on in ages. I had explained before, and will explain again, that the whole Epstein thing was dragging me down. I mean, big time. I mean, to the point where I could just look up and see the rest of the world. And realized that last week. And been climbing out of that ever since. And been doing more and more. And if anybody sees me last week with Becky, you can see I finally have climbed out of it. And it's the reason I don't talk about CSA. It's the reason I don't talk about any of that is because, I went through it a lot when I was a kid. And I'm not doing it anymore. So I'm going to be myself, and I'm also going to be funny, because in times of war, we need people that make us laugh, period. I know this. I spent the Iraq War in a what I called mission control, in a situation where we had 3 big screens up and one of them had CNN up. So I got to see that from basically the front camera. And I remember wanting to go home, or on my way home, I'd listen to things like comedy, or listen to songs that were funny, or, just, I wanted to laugh. It gets to you. You don't want to talk about it, look at it, exist in it all the time. Today, I actually haven't seen anything about Iran. I haven't seen anything about, I do like that it's being called, was it Operation Epstein Fury? Or see, I keep saying Epstein, like Frankenstein. Epstein Fury, so that's a good thing. I just haven't done it. All I've done today is watch makeup videos. Or not even makeup videos, Jen Love, I think her name is. Let me see. I'm always looking at my history from here. Yeah, Jen Love. She does makeup stuff, but not like putting it on all the time. And then I watched Aaron. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me read. Toilet paper man. Yep, that's what we got. Let's see. Colin. Can I ask a question here through Super Chat? If you can ask a question through text. Do you mean weapon? You have Super Chat to ask questions. Yeah. I think I've only gotten two Super Chats my whole time here. Hi, Mama Red. Let's see. I know Jen Love is so cool. I was totally like, was it splurging, whatever it is, on her today. Hi, Buttercup. We need to escape when crap hits the fan. Yes. Yeah. So I'm pretty much going to stay out of the heavy duty during this time and just be myself, because as Becky said last Thursday, this is me. It isn't any different in the real world than it is like on YouTube. I found something that I did really well 2 years ago, which my anniversary was last weekend, I guess. And I'm sticking to it. So because also hunkering down, not driving the car a lot unless I can walk somewhere. This is where we're close enough to like a Safeway that we can walk there. Or you can push me on the chair we have if I can't walk. So, hey. So let's see. Where am I? Okay. Binging. Thank you. Binging Jen Love. Last week when I was in LA, I was binging Gilded Age because I just didn't want to be on YouTube. Go figure. Because, it was just getting down and dirty and watching people like the other cosplay chick, Pam Bondi, talk about 50,000 points at stock market. It's called evolution, B word. So that's why I was like, then I have a certain amount of, I listened to the stuff all the way down to LA, which took me 6 hours. I listened to it all the way up, which took another 6 hours. Yes, I drive like a maniac. Cruise control is a wonderful thing. I've never used it until this time. Yes, I know. Just give me a rock and a stick and I can, yeah. So, hello, Ashtar. Twin sister. See, his first live was in 2/28/24. Yep. Papa Cat said your anniversary was this weekend. I was like, ooh, cool. I had come on here today prepared to say that I'm hunkering down for Iran. Now that you guys really know how much it costs to go there and back every day. Not counting pastries, not counting cookies, not counting donuts. It's like that's the base price of it going there and back. That is toll, gas, and parking. And that's a lie. It'd be toll and gas. Parking is another anywhere $6 to $8. So it gets up there. But it is something I found I can do, and I can do well, and Papa Cat's behind me on that. And I'm not doing it for the money. I mean, if I could break even eventually one of these days, that'd be great. But my joke is that Aaron took him 6 years to be able to get a steady income off of it. I have 4 left. It's always been my thing. Okay. Aaron did it in 6. I've got 2. I've got 4 before I, can do it as a steady income. Thank you, Scooter. Just don't use GPT. I hate AI. I'm one of those people who are going like this because of AI. Been in the tech world way too long to enjoy AI. I think AI is going to turn everybody into Fight Club or turn the world into the Matrix. And luckily enough, there have been such a small bit, but there are some ethics involved. Oh my God. I keep only calling them anthropology, but anthropomorph, I think it's called, where they, whoever developed the AI there has a little bitty clause that says you can't use it for, defense or weapons. Neener. So we might have a chance. Anyway, so yeah, I was done. I was totally done, put my time in, was not getting the return from the people, I guess. And the stuff was just getting too much about Scientology. I was like, okay, I put my 2 years in. Wasn't really getting, and this is going to be funny, wasn't really getting the recognition, the pat on the head, the even once every couple of months, hey, you're doing great, from the person I considered a mentor, which was Aaron. And it came to a head 2 weeks ago when he interviewed the guy and they talked about San Francisco. And yet again, hey, hi, I'm the only one here in San Francisco. Can you at least acknowledge me when he's talking about Cairo? And I'm like, and it had just, my interest in it had just waned so much. I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm the only one here. The only other person here wound up having to get an RO and I miss her like crazy. I just can't do it anymore. So today was going to be the day that went, that made me say, well, I'll go and walk around. No problem, because it makes them all just, close everything up. But it's like, I'll always be an outsider, and that's cool. Okay, but at least you got somebody at San Francisco where the future Bufu is probably coming from. If not the future, the VP Bufu. So I tried. That's it. Let's move on. Catching up again. Asked her. Okay, did I say hi? Okay, is there GPS? GPS back. Trying to take Becky home on Thursday was hilarious. We just kept going in circles. Actually, no, that's a lie. Trying to get to the hotel from the courthouse using GPS was hilarious. We just kept going around circles because we kept getting distracted. So, advanced automation, yes. When duty calls, hello, your GPS was purposely sending you in circles. I was purposely sending myself in circles. The GPS kept trying to make up for it. Anthropic, thank you. Their AI is named Claude? You're kidding. Why Claude? That's such a weird name. Hello, Packy. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, Bob. Yes, I am doing what is right for me, and it's the same for you, Becky. I swear to God, we're cousins. Somewhere along the way, there's going to be a DNA test that shows that we're cousins. We are way too relaxed around each other on Thursday night. And that was the first day we ever met, believe it or not, in real life. So I saw that Aaron was on, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll go watch this. And what does he do? First thing he does is he says, what is it? He's in it for himself. He does it for himself. He's not in it to pat anybody on the head. He's not in it to give anybody recognition. And I'm like, I'm thinking that, we have one of those things, the A words, ALEX. It's not actually, but it hears it in the other room. And I'm like, is he hooked up to her or not? Because I had just said this to Papa Cat last night. And then he comes out with 86 GOP. And I'm in the shower at the time, and I swear to God, it was like Goodfellas. Yay! The guy sucks! I could have told you from the get-go, unfortunately. I guess being an empath, I didn't like him from the get-go. People were like, it's just because he calls himself GOP. And I'm like, no, it's not just political. Yeah, I'm a political chick, but no, it's not just political. There's something about him I don't like. And I didn't know anything. All I knew is that he gave money to people. That's it. And had heard through the grapevine that people had said, no, thank you very much. And so I had no clue. Seriously, no clue about this dude. So you forgot I was local. I know the side streets. We went to Hood Light and did. It's funny. I'll explain it probably tomorrow when I get this one out of the way. Yeah, no, he just rubbed me the wrong way from the get-go. From the very get-go, was something about him. Even when I went, okay, put the GOP thing, the 86 GOP thing, just put it aside and go from there. And it was like, he had about a good day until I was like, no. So when Aaron came out and was reading his, what 86 GOP had posted, hold on, let's see if I can get it from the get-go. I was literally taking screenshots because I'm trying to get dressed. So this is what GOP had said. The last 2.5 years have been interesting, but my job is done. After initially funding and supporting the anti-Sciento movement, I realized the lack of sober leadership would quickly ruin the movement. I don't drink or do drugs. As far as I know, Aaron has been tired mostly and maybe a little goofy a couple of times, but that was very much, well and aware. Let's see, Jenna, who I would consider a leader in the movement, she seems sober all the time. So Scooter, Natalie, sober leadership. I didn't understand. Yeah, I'm dissecting it this way because it's just, it's sort of like, the hell is he talking about? That happened even quicker than I anticipated when I left the anti-Scientology movement in 2024. If you're financing people through you're still supporting it. This is what I was thinking because, I know he did the encampment thing. I didn't know how much until Aaron said it was $15,000. So, considering that Chumley did not, or I'm sorry, I'll start calling him by his real name. Considering that Scott did not give the money back after he sold the stuff, after he put it all into a storage area, this is all from him, about where he put the stuff in the storage area and that he had, had Laura take it out and they got rid of it somehow, but he never gave the money back to the community. Hey, that doesn't count as leaving the movement because you still were giving people money after. That's still supporting. And as Aaron said, he was still supporting him until he told him that he was back with Jenna. I had nothing, Aaron and Jenna, I knew they'd get back together. I have friends who have, actually I have one set of friends who have this relationship, so I know this relationship. So kind of relationship, not their relationship. I have nothing to do with their relationship. I've only met Aaron once, when we were down in Florida. He's a really nice guy to me. That's it. And yeah, from now on, I'm not going to start saying names of things. It's like everything is my opinion. Everything is alleged. Everything is, I attract drama like you wouldn't believe, like a magnet. So it's like, I'm going to stop trying to be all, whatever anybody says to me that's none of anybody's business is nobody's business. I don't go there. People that say stuff in public on YouTube, fine, allegedly. So, and people who know me, who lurk here, who do know me personally, know that I'm not a gossip when it comes up to, these are my feelings in my world. Please don't say anything. The joke is I forget half of it. So that's how you could tell me everything because I don't remember. Oh, 86 told you 50K? Wow. Yeah, no, Aaron said 15K. Maybe I heard it wrong. No, I was in the bathroom, so it was echoing all over the place. So, yeah, that's interesting. Let me see. However, I hope that a viable leader might appear or step up, but that never happened. And it is my belief now that it will never happen. We weren't looking for a leader because we're avoiding RICO. Remember, that's the way it's been since the get-go, was that there's going to be no leader because we don't want a racketeering charge against a religion. That's not a far-fetched idea. That's a legitimate idea with the government of whatever this government is right now. Not this government, the glass government. This government's too busy having war. But yeah, there is no legitimate leader in this because we're trying to avoid RICO. That was said a lot 2 years ago. I remember that when I first started, was that, we're not aligning ourselves with anybody because we don't want a racketeering charge. We don't want to be considered a mob. So there is no leader in this anti-Scientology movement. There are mentors. There are people who whose opinion we use and whose opinion we like. There are influencers. There are Scientology influencers, I guess you could say. And that is just because there is no group. There are no leaders. We get in trouble if CBS thinks we're gossipy. Damn, Becky, that's a lot. No, I heard him say 15K too. Oh, okay. So he's not even being straight with everybody there, which I'm not surprised. So, side issues are a bore. Yep. Whenever someone is spreading their money around so much, they have an agenda. Yes. That's why I'm with Aaron said that he thought that this guy is a Scientology guy. I believe him. I'm with him. And that's what I thought from the get-go. It was like, he's just giving money out left and right without, if I had that much money, I'd want to know people's pasts. So giving this money to Scott without knowing his past, that's what made me think, why is he giving him so much money when Scott has a bad past, or not bad past, in my opinion, but he leaves bodies along the way. That's what we used to say about someone who could come through a scene, break it up, and then run away, and then you have to fix the scene that you're in. Like, hello, Rocky Horror, the goth scene, club scene. I've done it. I've been there. Mean Girl. I've been there. I know what it's like to have somebody come in, frickin' tornado the world, and then leave. You know what? The ones who are close to you, the ones who are faithful to your original idea, are the ones who all get back together again. That's what happens in something like this. So he hasn't decimated anything. We're all just picking up and getting back together again. Woo, bummer. Sorry. That was the hood showing. That's brain fog isn't a condition that courts gossip or long-term grudges for that matter. No, I believe that it is fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. But you know what? I also go by the empath. So if I believe that you're really trying to fix yourself, because I have friends who've really tried and have fixed themselves and have prostrated themselves on the altar of, I was wrong, please forgive me. And I have no problem being wrong either. That's the thing. I don't have an ego to support. I'm too freaking old to have an ego to support. If I'm wrong, I'll say something. No problem. So I saw Ashley 2 weeks ago at the protest. I miss her. She can't come to the org. And it's like, it's nice to see that she is okay. So am I supposed to be, blah, blah, blah. No. I miss Ashley. I hugged her. I missed her. We move on. I wish she would still here in San Francisco with me. But she can't. So, she can't be at the org. She's got an RO. So, 15K in encampment supplies, but he gives so much more in the background. I've also said, I refuse to be part of a group. Remember the Riverside 6. Riverside 6. Ooh. I gotta look that up. I gotta write that down. This is also cool because I can actually look at my notes. And on my whole world seems to be some kind of glitter. So, see, quick notes. And I'll soon be writing it in glitter pen too. I'm just fearful. I almost read it, boobs. The haircut and the bob. Yes. The bob's never going to go away now. I was growing my hair up, but not now. Because the man who originally thought I was Mexican, Scott. I even have a yellow raincoat. I didn't realize I did. So Dora is back with a vengeance and a bob. And my bangs. Oh my God. The man got on my bangs on Thursday, right? It's like, dude, the last thing you need to pick on is my bangs, because my brothers made the bangs. They would lift my head up and go, what is showing on TV or on the big screen today? It's like, dude can't say anything about my bangs that would ever bother me, because I have these to hide the forehead that I thought I've had all my life. So, okay, the bob and the bangs, and I'm Dora. Okay, I wanted to be Mexican growing up. Never growing out the bob now because I like it. And the bangs have only been gone in my life maybe 2 years. But cool, you do you. Some people older than us dig their heels in for their egos. I know. And look what he's doing to the country right now. Not crickets, jam boobs. I know. But hey, if Don Lemon had bangs, he'd never be on my channel. Cricket knows what I'm talking about. I'm blushing. Oh my God. That picture of you as the Queen of LA is to Becky. What? I don't know that, or I don't remember that. Hi from a poet. Scooter, what would any of us be without boobs? Now that's a point. Let's see. Right, Cricket. Hey there, Brian. Oh, is that poet's name? Good evening to Fuzz. Good evening to Cricket. If the boob fans don't even make me start about boobs. Wagobi has messed me up and I don't even want to talk about it. Okay, so where were we? The leader. It's never going to happen. Nope, we aren't a leader aligned. I also attempted to turn a recalcitrant and undisciplined cast of plebes into an indolent, cannibalistic, and self-sabotaging squadron of feckless coots that could lay waste to your crippled movement. Dude, that's ChatGPT, isn't it? I've been called worse. But that sounds straight out of Animal House. I also attempted to turn a recalcitrant and undisciplined cast of plebes, Animal House, into an indolent, cannibalistic, and self-sabotaging squadron of feckless coots that could lay waste to your crippled movement. Damn! Before the brain fog, I could talk like that. I can't talk like that anymore. And not laugh at the same time. The first time when Aaron read it, I was like, wow, dude, words. Oh, okay. I would say that my efforts were ultimately successful. No, not really. It's called just evolution of YouTube. YouTube's only been around for like 15 years, dude. So it's like we don't really have like a generational like demonstration of what happens with groups. Most groups, if you've noticed, do this to themselves and then regroup and start all over again. Or, like I said, after the whirlwind is over, you get back together and you become whatever the next evolution is. That is just society. Happening in YouTube, we get back together and get apart and find new people. Like me, I found MLH because of the crap that happened with Scott and Jay. So it just happens that way. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Where did you get that picture? I'm not showing it, but it's perfect. I just got a picture from one of my people. Damn, that's all I could say. Okay, I don't know why I keep doing this. I can see this from here. Fuzzy heck, I'm going to print that picture and frame it in the G shed. Oh, can I show the picture? Can I? That picture is awesome. Can I? Can I show the picture? Please, Becky, please. Plebes? Okay, I know. That's what made me think Animal House. Plebes? Let's see. Good afternoon to Becky from Poet. I'm a wordy person. I wouldn't use that many words to get to my point. I would say that it's a late night thing that I'm mad and I'm moving on. But can I dig? Little bitty shovel, like a Cartier shovel. I'm going to dig. In my opinion, I'd rather be a plebe than part of the elite. Look at Epstein. Exactly. Oh my God. And they're calling him a honeypot now. So, I read, was it, oh God, I can't remember who it was. I call them my boys. Luke Beasley, Keith Edwards, Midas, who else? Sam Sater? He's the guy with the blonde tips. That said that one of the guys said that Epstein was a honeypot. And so he has, or he took a lot of things did a lot of intelligence from all around the world in different governments, which would make sense because how did he become rich? Anyway, I am too. Yeah, I know. It's like, I'll be with the little people. I am a little person. I love it. Yes. Okay. I don't know how to do it yet. So I'm going to have to do it from my phone. Look at Becky. Look at Becky. Oh my God. I want to be Becky when I grow up. This is so cool. I love it. Oh, that was awesome. I love that picture. I want to make that Bex. You have to make that picture. You're like, your thumbnail. That is just, okay. The God Mama. Show it. I did. That is freaking awesome. It is freaking awesome. Oh my God, Becky. You look awesome. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Oh, where was I? Let's see, back to here. Okay. Okay, I approved that one. I love that pic. Oh, okay. It is freaking awesome. You do look great. I believe that was a Dote's creation. Ah, okay. That is just beyond. So they did make that picture. Okay. Wow. That is cool. Okay, back to where I was. Let's see. Got stuck with that lots of words. I would say that my efforts were ultimately successful. To my surprise, various reprobates, grifters, and social pariahs turned on one another with vitriol, rancor, and pugilistic threats almost immediately. This is ChatGPT, isn't it? It's gotta be. Because if he talked like this in real life, his comments would be like this. Instead of the comments, his comments weren't very, I don't remember his comments being very verbose. Because I would catch his comments because of his damn name. You know, political chick here. Every time I saw 86 GOP, did I think of blocking him? No. I would read it because it would catch my eye. So I would read this in the chat. So I don't remember his comments being that verbose. Let's use a word right there along his level. So that's why it's like this. Okay, I'm not a reprobate. I'm not a grifter. That's MLH. And I say that with all my love in my heart. And I hope if you're lurking, dude, please make sure it doesn't turn into pneumonia. I know he really does have cooties. You could hear it on Friday that he was having cooties. He's got cooties right now and they're major. And make sure you don't rattle. If you rattle in your chest, go to urgent care, get some antibiotics to make sure it doesn't turn into pneumonia, because the last thing you want is to get pneumonia and die right after Scott came out and started talking crap. think of it that way. So take care of yourself, please. If you don't see it on my live, please go do it. Fuzz, go tell him to pay attention to himself and to make sure. I keep wanting to call her Brianna. His partner does too, because she doesn't want to have she just got a promotion and she doesn't want to die because MLH is being a boy. Okay, so take care of yourself. MLH felt that buzz. I just need to lose 20 more pounds, get a facelift, my boobs done in the lottery, win the lottery, and then I'll look like that. Yep, a California dream, right? Double bunnies, California dream. Okay, thank you, Pinche. Thank you, Bex. Please, yeah. If he's got this horrible flu, Papa Cat went and got antibiotics for it because his chest rattled. I know the chest rattled because my mom died of COPD. So I heard the chest rattle for years. When Papa Cat had it, it just made me go like this. So please, anybody who gets this horrible flu, please take care of yourself. Luckily enough, what I thought was coming down with the flu was just an allergy and me running myself into the ground. That's why I didn't return. I saw the thing that Becky left in my car, I saw before I left, but I thought maybe I had cooties and I wasn't going to put it on the book, on the dust bag, or leave it at the hotel and have Becky come pick it up because I wasn't going to give everybody on the planet cooties either. So I brought it home with me. It wasn't cooties, so I'll pop it into the mail. Yeah, I wasn't trying to kill everybody. So I didn't take it with me. I took it with me on purpose, but not on purpose. And I only got to see my sister for one day. And even then I only got to see her for 4 hours because my tonsils were puffy. No, those are just my tonsils. And we were talking in the vet. You should see my sister's vet. Oh my God. It was awesome. We were driving around in the vet and people were just like, I'm like waving at people from the car. Skateboarders go by him, and the skateboarder is like this as he passes in front of the car. It was so cool. But it was like, luckily enough, she carried extra masks. I'm like, you need to take me back to the hotel because I'm not killing my sister who just got over cancer with the flu. That would be just like creepy. So, and of course my sister, nature versus nurture, that DNA just runs far and wide. She was like, yeah. And she took me back. So I only got to see her for 4 hours. I didn't get to see her before I left. She just got declared cancer-free last Wednesday. It was like, I'm not killing my sister. That would just be weird. So I got to see her for 4 hours. The next day I got dressed and got the hell out of Dodge because it was like, I need to get home before I'm sick. It was allergies. By the time I got to Harris Ranch, I felt normal, relatively. So allergies and running myself into the ground because it's the first time I had gone more than one day doing things in a year, 2, for real. So it was like, I got home, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I'm still tired, my leg hurts, wah, 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 wah. So now I'm home, in bed, dressed and unpacked mostly everything, put everything away and picked up the mess that I left behind in my closet. I had to close the door in my closet because of the mess I left behind because the boys are at that age where they're just destroying everything. So it was like, I wasn't going to put Papa Cat through that because, the boys would be in the closet at night. And as it is, I mostly close the door to the closet now at night. So, because if the boys can rattle anything at 7 a.m., they will. So, the cold is the worst. I've been down for a whole week now. Yeah, see, Papa Cat was, He usually can get well within 2 days, especially if he thinks I'm coming down with the cold that he got. This is what happened. He kicked COVID in 2 days. And he was on the couch for, God, 4 or 5 days. And I was nervous. I was like, and he's doing the same thing, checking for COVID. And it wasn't. And it was like, this is what this flu is going to be like. I think I got a flu shot because I was getting all the shots because being on the Wegovy, I go see my doctor every 3 months. So I'm getting whatever shots I need every 3 months. So I probably had the flu shot, so I didn't get it. And that was just luck. So especially being by myself in LA, I'm touching everything. And what am I doing? I'm not disinfecting my hands like I normally do. Knock on wood, I didn't get it. So I'm lucky. I've seen what it does to people like Papa Cat. He doesn't let anything get him, and it got him. It was weird. So that's why it's like, well, with MLH having it, it's like, you take care, Bernie, yes, you take care of yourself, and then you make sure Bernie doesn't get it. And if she does, you better take care of her because it's hard. Wow. It's awful. So yes, Kay, take care of yourself. And if you hear a rattle, go to urgent care and get some drugs, get some antibiotics. It was like, it doesn't take, antibiotics won't take care. Yeah, it will. When it gets into your lungs, yes, it will. So you and Becky were on a effing spree. We were having fun. Becky's as bad as I am. She rolled down her window when we saw the network people, and she's like, so why are you guys here? And it was like, that's how we found out superintendent got fraud in LA. And I'm just laughing my butt off because I'm like, oh my God, she is a cousin from another aunt or a cousin from another mister, because she just rolls down her window. We're driving by and she's like, so why are you guys here? Is it for the protest? And it's like, no, we're here because of the superintendent. And I'm like, damn. Because it's like, we'll go do the protest. And it didn't happen. So that's when we tried to get back to the hotel on Thursday and we couldn't find it. And then it was dark and we realized it was 6. And it's like, are we in the hood or hood light? And Becky's like, hood light. I'm like, okay. So we turned down a side street and did it from there. And there are people, and see, this is why I'm with Bex. I'm like, the hood is not nearly what you think it is. Because people, I don't know if Becky realized it, people are walking by and seeing if we're okay. Because we had the windows rolled down, we had a light on us, and we're laughing our butts off. Probably wanted to know if these poor little middle-class girls are like on drugs and going to kill themselves, because there are people walking by checking, to make sure we're okay. And I realized it later. It's like, oh my God. They probably thought we had bad drugs and we're laughing ourselves into OD or something. So the hood was watching out for us too. Kay, I didn't realize that you were sick. Oh, I know. I didn't realize you were sick either, Missy. You got the flu shot. Scooter got the flu shot and COVID boosters. So have I. Kay, I got my flu shot and my COVID shot. This is not those. But damn, it's the, remember the flu shots for last year's flu. So you got the, deviant of this year's flu. So you won't have to get next year's flu shot, Kay, because it's this. Actually, no, you will, because it'll be the deviant that it will next year's flu shot will be the deviant. So once you get over this flu shot, you'll be fine for the rest of the year. Or this year's flu, you'll be fine for the rest of the year. I found all this crap out with my mom because my mother would make me, she's like, you go get the flu shot or you're going to kill me. So I found out all about all this stuff when my mom was, before my mom passed away, like the 5 years before my mom passed away. It's like how I found out why I should get the flu shot, what the flu shot was, blah, 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 blah. Because my mother was smart, even though she wanted to pretend she wasn't. So she would explain to me what I was getting, because I'm like, the flu shot, I never get the flu. And she goes, you get the flu shot or you're going to kill me. That's what she used to say. I was like, thanks, Mom. So, I also found out that you can live with a volume of 30% of lung capacity. My mother was at that when she passed away. So that was that year. The year before was like, she was below 50% for a couple of years. So take it for someone who got to see it in real life. So my mother had pneumonia 11 times, and she even had pneumonia twice during her last 5 years. Twice, 3 times. And this woman would not die. So, but yeah, she wound up having it 11 times. First time she had it when she was 4, I think. So yeah, you can live with pneumonia. So, oh, he's feeling better. Good. I keep doing the against the, I'm glad he's feeling better. I was so worried when Fuzz said last night that he wasn't doing DT today because of the flu. And I'm like, oh God, please don't let it, pick up your rock and go to the doctor. It's all the first thing I thought of was that, the 49% would kick in and he would be going, no, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. With the rattle. And it's just like, ugh. Pneumonia is also going around. Yes, pneumonia is because that whatever this flu is gets in your lungs and turns into pneumonia. Like I said, I know. I've learned from the biggest beast on the planet who would tell me every year. One of the things I did remember from year to year with the brain fog, cousins in crime. Yes, we are definitely, cousins in crime. We are definitely going to do another live when I'm down there. We'll do it through Scooter. I know that Becky likes to do it through Scooter because it gets her people. And that's our point with Scooter, is to definitely give her more people so she can get monetized, so she can make some scratch off of this. See, I told you. Look what Becky's done to me. She's turned me hood. I'm slightly hood now. So, but yes, the point is to get Becky or to get Scooter into a better position. Well, getting more people and having Scooter take up where Natalie has left off, since we lost Natalie, and Natalie was a great, just totally great at giving the update and getting Scooter to get more used to it. It's always hard the first few months, being able to get the people to send her clips so she can put her clips in. Yes, today's vertical. Ugh, don't do vertical, please, anymore, Scooter. I hated it. Supposedly, you're supposed to be able to do vertical and horizontal now. Or the people who are on the phones or on mobile, you're supposed to be able to, let's see. I can see it. I don't see what the problem is. See, I can see me. Anyway. Oh, and I'm behind. I'm showing Becky's picture here. Let's see. We were in the hood, not the hood. Right. Let's see. I got to go back now. Okay, so From a Poet said it was even better because he was hot. Yes, remember, take your gummies before you see me and Becky. I trust my people more than I trust the elite neighborhood. I'm with her. That's why I was like, we're just in the hood, not the hood. I know what the hood is because I grew up in the hood, not the hood. So that's why I thought it was hilarious, because people are walking by, looking and stuff. I didn't realize that people were looking at us to make sure that we were okay, because we were laughing the whole time. So yeah, I trust the hood too, weirdly enough. Let's see. Yes, sending KA good vibes, because we don't do the God. I don't do the God thing. So sending good vibes in her direction. The chicken soup is for salt. Remember that. The human body doesn't like iced things, which sucks because I like iced things. So room temperature or warm, chicken soup, matzo ball, gazpacho, anything that's salty, menudo, unless you don't like. I loved menudo as a kid because half my family is Mexican. Loved it. Had homemade menudo my whole life until my brothers told me when I was 10 years old what tripe was. I didn't know what tripe was as a kid. I cried. My mother laughed. My dad felt bad. My white dad, my stepdad, is my dad. If I talk about my bio dad, I say it like that. My dad felt so bad for me because he knew how much I loved menudo, and one of my cousins made it, and she lived 2 doors down, and I could basically mainline that stuff. Never touched it ever since then. So, pozole, love pozole. Don't anybody tell me that there's tribe in pozole. I will kill you. Actually, no, at my age now, it'd be like, who cares? I'm thinking about trying menudo because I miss it. So yeah, any of the hot soups that are talked about for sick. So menudo, pozole, they're all salty. They're all salty. And they're salty because you'll drink more. And that's how you flush out all the cooties, is not the Scientology cooties, the real cooties. That's how you get them out, is by eating, drinking. Don't drink cold, iced anything. It's not good for you. Everyone was, or everyone is, poet. We were stone sober. Yeah, she had a gummy. You saw her on DT on Friday when her gummies didn't wear off. I can't do MJ because it makes me paranoid, hyper paranoid. And the Xanax I only take for anxiety. No matter what anybody thinks, if they thought I was trying to tick them off. I just remembered that, the Xanax thing. I sort of felt bad. I wasn't really doing the Xanax thing on purpose. I was doing it to mess with Rib Guy. That's it. And Becky, because I carry my Xanax in my prescription because it's for my anxiety. I didn't realize I was poking a bear at that time. I am sorry if I poked you, if you're watching on the down low. It wasn't meant to, I wasn't meant being a bitch. I was teasing the people next to me, not the people in front of me. The people in front of me, I still don't remember their names. Becky's constantly on Thursday she kept telling me, because I'm like, what was her name? The one I was worried about because I really thought she was having a seizure. And since I have a seizure disorder, nice anymore, I have to go live here because I have to see. It says I'm having a problem with my transmission. Doesn't seem like I am. Okay. So I'm sorry. I really wasn't, now that I know that that person is allergic to mint, I will not put mint around, or I'm allergic to malt. I know what that's like. It's a really cool thing. They had hot dogs and this really weird concoction called Julius. Well, I was getting literally tested back in the old days where they put these like screws in your arms. I was getting environmentally tested. So every couple of weeks, one arm would get screws, the other arm would get, or the arms would get screws, and then they would get epidermis injections, where you go between 3 and 4 layers of the skin. Well, by the time I was about 13, 14 at the time, by the time I had the last set, they literally had to hold me down because it was so painful. So I had, you'd be surprised how a 120-pound teenager, how strong she is when she doesn't want to do it. I literally had 2 orderlies holding me down, and my mom promising me that I'll get Orange Julius. We go across the street and get Orange Julius, and I get a book because I like to read. So I was reading, whoever did 79 Park Avenue. I want to say Tom Robbins. My mom would buy me a book. My mom remembers reading this guy when she was young. She didn't realize he's basically turned into prawn. Romance prawn. So I would get these books at 14 and just be like, wow. My mother's like, oh, cool. Da, da, da. My mother was very proper when I was young. So it was just like, I told my dad, I was like, and I'd show him and I'd let him read it. And he'd go, and I go, she's letting me get these. He's like, I am a daddy's girl. My dad is still alive. I am a daddy's girl. Me and my dad, you could totally tell. I am a chip off the old blockhead. Me and my dad together is sort of like me and Becky together. So nature versus nurture. That's the way I always put it because he's my stepdad. He's been around since I was 5. So, so yeah. But we found out through these tests that I'm allergic to malt. Then we found out that Orange Julius, one of their main components is malt. I remember my last Orange Julius. I miss them. So I understand environmental allergies, you know. So, no, I will not be chewing mint gum around this person or doing Altoids. I actually like the cinnamon Altoids anyway. And I have orange gum, mango gum, whatever it is. And my lozenges are caramel. So I will be not doing that again because that was rude. Okay, what am I missing? A new channel starring Becky and CBF's criminating in cars with cassettes. Oh, don't make me make a channel between me and Becky. Oh, Bex also. You should tell MLH that I am considering doing DT because since my Dougie left, well, since your Dougie left, because I have my Dougie here, who just came into the room. Dougie. He was sleeping right next to me, and then he moved because I got a little too, before I started. I don't remember. Oh, I was picking up cat toys because it's like once a week I'm going to now pick up all the cat toys and put them in the cat box because we have 4 now who like to play with cat toys. This place looks like a minefield and I'm on the 3rd floor. I'm on the residence floor. That's what Papa Cat calls it. So there are cat toys everywhere. I'm just like, they're going to kill us. So I was picking them all up and it got Dougie's attention because I put his favorite mouse in the box. So, but I just saw him. But anyway, there was another tangent. Now that MLH's Dougie is taking a break and I miss him and I get to, think about him all the time because I have my Dougie, because I always say my Dougie says hi to Dougie when I'm watching DT because I'm a moderator, that I'm considering, and Papa Cat thinks it's a really good idea. I'm considering doing DT with you guys because, I can do like DT on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I can do me on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and like on the weekends. So I'm technically not supposed to be doing Mondays and Fridays anyway, because I had sort of promised Fez a long time ago, because there's nobody. All the restaurants are closed in San Francisco on Mondays, so I wasn't going to Oregon on Mondays because, in my opinion, I don't trust them. So. Trying to get me set up somewhere and I have no witnesses because the barbers are closed, everything's closed. So I was not going to Oregon Mondays, and Fridays were because of Florida protesting, same time that I'm on. So I can do DT Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I was going to offer that up to him, Bex, if you want to let him know. So we'll see what happens. You can live with it, but your quality of life is not always good. Oh, okay. Hi, CBF. Nice to see your happy, positive face. Hi, Drifter Warriors. This is how far back I am. I know I'm far back at this point. Uh-oh. Now I just lost my place. Oh, okay. Now I found it. I like that idea. Okay, I don't know. Hello, I'm not opposed to Scratch. I just want more eyes on the channel to get more eyes on the smaller channels and the topics. Yes, that's what I meant too, was that we want to promote you also not for the clicks, I guess, but also because we need to have somebody else like Natalie. It was great being able to expose other people and see other things and it was just interesting. We are not very interesting unless you want to start watching us. You know what I mean? It's like there isn't someone doing a clips thing. And by the time Natalie left, I was already on to something else because it was so funny. She beat me by 4 days. I was just about to start a Scientology channel, and Erin had talked about her, and I found her, and I was like, oh my God, okay, that's why I started going to org, because it was like, she beat me, she's a real ex-Scientologist, okay, I'm not, there's no way in hell I'm going to pretend to play with this, or compete with this, so that's why I started going to the org. So yeah, she beat me in like 4 days, so not doing vertical again. Uh-oh, I saw that, okay, I gotta stop moving. I wish CBF would tell us how she really feels. Vertical can be fun. Never really thought about the screen sharing thing. I saw that today, and it was like, because she was showing one guy, but it was like when she was showing something else, it was like, it didn't fit the screen. It was like, ooh, okay. I think I'm going to stay horizontal too. YouTube, I think YouTube is rolling it out for some channels, but being in Canada, that's what I always call it for some reason, I don't imagine I'll be able to do dual streams anytime soon. You never know. I mean, if you ask me, it's very much the YouTube, Google has been keeping their mouth shut about the orange balloon, and I think it's being done for a reason. And they're finding that people are adjusting to their rules because, remember, no profanity, no inappropriate subjects, and a lot of us have tried to adjust to it. And a lot of the people I watch, like Jen Love, have fixed their format. So it's like the cuss words are getting, out, and nobody's really complaining about it. It's like, fine. And I said at one time, okay, we've gone from PG-13 to PG, which I may even do, because I really don't cuss by myself. I know it sounds weird, but I'm not a big, profanity-laced person by myself. I am when I'm out, of course, because my dad's in the military, or was in the military, so he was a coastie, so when I'm with him, oh my God, we're hilarious, but I work at the door, I still do. It's so funny. My friend called me, texted me last week. It's his third attempt to get me to work. Both times, but the first 2 times first time it was like he told me I was exhausted. It was a Saturday night. Second time it was a Saturday night and I had no clue what these people were doing. And it sounded like it might be a little rowdy. And then last week was, I'm in LA. Whoops. So let's see. Used to be able to switch between horizontal and vertical while streaming back when I started. Prism never has done that, and I'm on Prism. And I'm actually going to learn how to really do Prism now. If I'm going to be home, I'm going to learn. I want to learn how to make things, even though if MLH or Dougie or anybody else, Flea or anybody is lurking on here, you can make things and throw them out there. I have no problem with that. I'm just talking head. I'll learn how to do stuff, but I'd prefer to be a talking head. The purpose of going to Scooter Mom for the hearing recap is because Scooter does recaps. I want her monetized because she puts in the hard work. I'm with Bex on that one. You should get some scratch because you are putting in the work. It's not easy to do these things. So, and especially if you don't have the producer, the people who are translating, the brand new computers, the brand new servers, fiber, it's like, it's not easy. So it's like, we want to promote you so you can at least expose everybody, get some payback for it, because then you can, think of it this way. If you make money from this, you can also upgrade your equipment. That's a good thing to do. So, and at that point, you can always start hiring people if you really need to. So it's like, we give you 6 years to figure this out, like I have. Ditto. KA said my aunt sold tripe in her fish and chip shop. Yeah, well, it's common. That was the thing. It was like, I didn't know what tripe was until the boys told me, and they laughed their butts off because I was the whoops kid. So my brothers are 7 and 9 years older than me. So the minute they found out that I didn't know, of course they're going to tell me, but of course they didn't realize that I would not. I think this is when they realized that I was hard-headed as they are, when because they apologized like crazy. My mom, after she left, she was pissed. My dad didn't feel sorry for me the whole time. And when I told my aunt I was, or we all called them aunt. Becky knows this. You know, you always call, even if they're your cousin, you always call them aunt if they're older than you. They're generational older than me. So I told my aunt I'm not eating menudo anymore because I know what tripe is. And she was livid. I think she was making it for me at that point. And like the other cousins, because we all loved it. The minute I knew what it was, I told my cousins and nobody wanted it anymore. She was mad. I think my brothers got 86'd after that. They weren't allowed to have like soup at all, you know, sort of thing. They were 2 doors down. I had cousins 2 doors down and then another set of cousins 2 doors down from that. That's why my father had, my adopted grandfather bought my bio dad the house. That's the way it used to work back there then. So I had family all around me for a while. I think they were all gone by the time we moved. Yeah, I think everybody else had moved out before us. So, yeah, when I was little, you know, it was like, sometimes it was hilarious. It was like, go for lunch here, go for, you know, breakfast there, you know, get this, that, or the other, you know. Somebody's making a cake, somebody's making soup, you know, it's just normal. So my mom's best friend was around the corner, so she'd cook. It's amazing how I wound up being so screwed up as a kid. It really is. I haven't told anybody. You guys all know what happened to me as a kid, but I don't think any of my family know. So, and now half of them are dead, or most of them. So, no tripe and pozole, right? It's hominy. I love hominy. That's what hummus is made from. I don't like hummus. I've had too much hummus in my life, but I love hominy. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Hi, Bill. How are you? Let's see. Why are we talking about sobriety? Trucker high roughly half the time. No, we're not talking about sobriety. We're talking about being sober. Different. And that's because I was reading 86 GOP's manifesto of why I don't like anybody anymore. Let's see. Where are we with this? Ultimately successful grifters, vitriol and rancor, ChatGPT. So additionally, my other goal was to divert at least $1 million in major donations away from the anti-Scientology nonprofit foundations. I fell short of that objective, but I have currently redirected approximately $753,000 based on a 3-year donor commitment and potential donations to the anti-Scientology foundations. Now, Aaron said it wasn't to him, but I think he was reading it wrong. Foundations. I think he means both of them. So I think he screwed over that other foundation more than he screwed over SPTV. And I give them a monthly stipend because it's a charitable foundation. I've always given, I give to charities. It's one of those things you learn. I think it's a Catholic thing. You give to charity. So he gets something from me. Aftermath doesn't. Not my thing. So him declaring $753,000, which is a weird number to declare, and basing it on commitments. It's like, what are we in the financial sector or something? Charity is very strange. So him saying that about charity, I don't know. Let's see. I've got to rancor and threats. I was going back because he was going back. So I just kept taking pictures of the screen because I was trying to get dressed. Ooh, did I mess up? Ooh, I think I did. Oh, no, I'm going the wrong direction. That's why. The anti-Scientology movement is Oh, wait. One of your leaders from Clearwater disputed that number, but that is only a conservative figure. Supposedly leader who like that's the it's bothering me. Not leaders, mentors. We don't have leaders. That would be Rico. Ha ha. The anti-Sciento movement is dead and barely surviving on life support. A bigger concern to the movement's saboteurs should be the unlikeliness that it will ever return. Hasn't it returned at least 2 times? Hasn't it been decimated at least 2 times? Tory was one of the first ones. After the Aftermath show was the second one. This would be technically the third one. I think it will come back again if it's dead. Should be the unlikeliness that it will ever return. In terms of my OSA COS agent status, I wish I had been aligned with COS so I could validate your various accusations. Let's see. Who's in office now in war that everything he said is happening that Kamala would do instead of him? That's all I think of. That line just made me think of all I've been hearing on the way home and on the way there, or on the way home, was we're not the war president. We're the peace party. That Kamala would, this is so strange, that Kamala would go into Iran, that Barack would go into Iran. It's like, where the hell did he even pull that out of his butt? It was so strange. That and the fact that he couldn't tell one Khomeini from another. Dude, do you really think the original Ayatollah is still alive? Okay. So anyway. So, you know, does protest too much. Oh God, here we go again. More chat GPT. Unfortunately, the OSA operative label is nothing but an apocryphal rumor disseminated by greedy and ignorant agents within your community. Where's Clark? My, cold reading is being very fun. The sad fact is I am just a disrespected and betrayed former donor who once wished to fund a movement to take down Scientology. I wanted to be petted. Okay, I wanted to be petted because I'm stuck by myself in San Francisco, circling around because it just gets boring sometimes, but I want to do something. That's different. I wouldn't be giving thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars away to fund a crashing of a cult. I would actually want not anybody to know, because it isn't about me. It's about the crashing of a cult. Is that hard to figure out? So basically, I'm mad. Nobody's stroking my ego. Why are you doing everything that I don't want, in my opinion? Yet another middle-aged man who wants the world to revolve around him. Sorry, guys, my opinion. There are a lot of middle-aged men who don't want the world to revolve around them, but your stereotype is sticking out right now. In late 2024, I created my own retribution tour whereby my primary undertaking became the desire to create an environment where the movement would self-implode. Well, at least its ChatGPT is consistent. Except there aren't as many 4-syllable words. But now you know what I'm talking about when I say I miss my 4-syllable words. Maybe I like my 3-syllable words. Maybe I will embrace my brain fog for real. I think I missed the rest of it. Oh, okay. No, I didn't. You can decide for yourself whether I was successful completing my mission of fomenting division. This is not about him. And tearing the community asunder. Good day, sincerely, ChatGPT. 86 GOP. Did I get it? No. He was an insurance agent in Pacific Palisades. Pacific Palisades burned down. He now lives, he says, in England. I wonder. That's all I have to say. And supposedly Pacific Palisades is doing what Oakland did in 91. You're only allowed to rebuild on foundations. One of these days I'll drive you through Oakland and show you how empty it is now where the burn was. And my friend's parents sold their land to developers because they didn't want to live back there again. So take the money and run, in my opinion. My opinion. Allegedly, I am just a little old lady from Alameda who just has 1,000 people, or no, 1,300 now. I've gone up 400 in the past year. So I've done well. I'm just rattling. That's all I do is rattle. I don't know. Salt helps with dehydration to bring your BP up, which usually happens when you are sick. Right. And also, salt is good when it's hot. Somebody was talking about it the other day about when we were kids and took salt pills. Do you guys remember salt pills? Your mom, your grandmother would give you one because that way you drink water. I remember that. It was like, because I'm constantly dehydrated. The Wegovy does not help, trust me. I used to be teased, called a camel because I didn't drink a lot of water. I'm learning how to drink more. It does have ice, but it's Hello Kitty. Yes, I have a disease. I usually get Tom Kha Gai Thai chicken soup. Oh, I got some, but it's too spicy. Oh, I love me some Tom Kha Gai. I used to live on that stuff when I lived in the city. Oh my God, we had a Thai place like down the block. Oh, I loved it. Problem is you get used to a certain Thai too. I haven't found one that matched that Thai, which sucks. And that Thai place burned down. It was actually a very well-known Thai place. It was called Fuck It Thai. Phuket. And it burned down. And unfortunately I moved before it got rebuilt. So, because everybody's like, are we going to fuck it? And somebody go, Phuket. I guess, no, it's fuck it. Look it. So I'm not cussing. I'm telling you the name of the Thai place in San Francisco on Divisadero and Haight. Fuck it, Thai. You buffered for a couple of seconds. Okay. You haven't lived until you've eaten pozole in the California countryside surrounded by tias and abulans, remarking how much hot sauce you're putting in it. Hi, Clark. One of these days when we drive through, we should come and say hi, because I drove down 5 this time because it was fast. And there was nothing going on in the Grapevine except a bunch of crazy truck drivers. Oh my God, they don't know how to drive. Oh, please, how the F do we even know her medical condition? She could have moved. I'm wrapping myself in mint. Maybe that way she won't harass me in the elevator. Yay. Harold Robbins, thank you, Clark. Of course you know. Harold Robbins, oh my God. Prawn for the 80s, man. Oh my God, he was so much fun. I've read every single book of his. Well, up until 89, maybe? Was he still writing? Uh-oh, I lost it again. Oh. Hello, Scooter. You've been a member for 14 months. Yay! Let's see. Oh my God, I lost it. Oh, there we are. Okay, you tell him, Becky, did you have Orange Julius seizure? No. Shush. Exactly, Becky, not Tom. I'm sure there's a little or no actual mint in the mint flavored gums and such. Oh, I'm sure it's artificial seasoning nowadays. Mint is expensive, I bet. By the way, it was spearmint. It was double mint, which is spearmint. Did you say Dougie just left just now? No, I think he's on the, I can't see the bed. I have to have steps to get into bed. That's how tall it is. It's on a platform. So I think he's on the floor right in front of me. Please go on DT. I'm doing a genre analysis on DT for my information design class. It's interesting writing about all you guys. Well, I'm throwing it out there. Dougie took a step back from mental health as I understood it. Yes, and his physical health. So it was like he got a little heart condition, and you can live with it. My brother, 4-valve replacement, man's doing the David Crosby, I call it, world tour. Crosby lived for 20 years, still doing exactly what he did before his 4-valve replacement. He wasn't good for the cause. So, understand Becky, correct. Thanks, Fuzzy. Do it, poor MLH, CBF, Flea, Kitty, and me. The menopause jokes will write themselves. Bex, I'm really, let him know. Let him know he can get a hold of me. I think he's got my phone number. So, gotta run, y'all. Eldest over here to say goodbye. They're sending eldest dog over the rainbow. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Kay. Oh, I'm thinking good thoughts. Yeah, feel better. I can still buy disco balls with chills. Have a great evening. That's quite a sentence. LOL, Fuzzy. Sending good vibes. Fuzzy, I wasn't even thinking of it that way. I'm still happy. That's actually a good line to write a poem about. I might have to steal it. Brian, you're welcome to it. I'm using it for my tombstone. That 86 GOP post listing his achievements sounds like a report of his higher ups. It just sounds so chat GPT. It sounds like I'd be hearing this in a robotic voice with all of these, 4 syllables. He cashed in all his 4 syllables on one post. It's weird. Anyway, in my opinion. What kind of unpleasant person is this A6 GOP anyway? Sounds like a real jerk to me. He wasn't my thing. Never was. It also sounds like he wrote it with the thesaurus. If he's not an Osa acid, it's only because Osa thought he was too pompous and insufferable. He sounds like he's in college, doesn't it? It sounds like he's writing a paper for college. And it sounds like he's writing a paper at a Ivy League college. And that maybe he has a bet with someone that he could do more of those words than anybody else, in my opinion. Yeah, it sounds like it. Pretty sure I saw them give 50 memberships in a few days ago. Maybe a farewell present. Probably. A6 GOP is Dave Litton with money. Who's Dave Litton? Why do I know that name? Now I've got to look it up. And I haven't even gone over my notes today. Yeah, sounds really unpleasant to me. I remember the other Ayatollah's funeral disaster. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like he makes it sound like he's talking to the wrong Ayatollah. Whatever. He's still around. Only one person I ever heard seeing him is the paid protester. He's still around, question mark. Chat GP, or A6 GOP. No, he lives in England now. That's what he said. Hi, Heather. Oh, hi, Heather. Everybody says hi. A6 GOP is the ghost of Lee Atwater. Hi, Adam. Hi, everyone. Heather said, hot and sour soup isn't salty, but the hot stuff in it will. But if you put soy sauce, full blown soy sauce in it, which, people do, it would be salty. You always need matching ties. Clear your sinuses. Yep, that's what hot and sour soup is for. Well, that's what any good Asian hot soup, or put sriracha in matzo ball. Oh God, I'm back again. I got Opie to mention Clearwater Chad on a live today. Opie, who's Opie? I don't know. I'll meet you in Coalinga or Hanford. I know if that's in Coalinga, and I grew up here. So what do I think of every time I see Coalinga besides Harris Ranch? The bus. You have to be a native to understand that. It makes me, it creeps me out because I was a kid. So I'm going to say goodnight. I've been looking at the screen too much and my eyes are straining. See you all soon. Cricket, have a good one. I'm going to learn how to do this correctly. Miss Gavage prefers Albert Spearmint. Oh my God. You're listening. Okay. Hi, Adam. How's good? Sweet dreams. Did you see the video Mark Felton recently dropped about Spears' death? Adam Carmona. Mark Felton. My brain, with everything going on and I've been talking for over an hour, I'm just like, tired. Yes, he sounds like a very arrogant undergraduate. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? It's like, and the only reason I know this, because I've never graduated from high school, were Berkeley and Stanford freaks who would try to pick up on me at club. And I would just look at them and go, me no understand, me no graduate high school. And since I looked Asian, everybody thought it really was. So I did use it to my disadvantage sometimes, because those guys just say, hey, lady, or hey, missy, want to dance? And it's like, I'm going to Stanford. I'm going to Berkeley. That's nice. Go back to your fraternity. ASIC is the world foremost word clear. I know, he needs to drop some more of those words. You remember Dave Litton from the clubs? Really? I need to look him up. Okay. 86 Mountbatten wins. I imagine 86 added exclamation points like Kramer and Newman. No, he didn't. It was pretty... I'm the exclamation point queen. He didn't do it. He just had lots of... Oh my God. It's like, you get lost listening to the way he described us plebes. I don't understand how that's a... Hear the Bassets? Well, I think that's a Chihuahua, but I got my Bassets too. And I can't bark. Plebes. The little people. He's running to England because, Andrew's going wherever, so he wants to take his place, in my opinion. I imagine 86 added exclamation points. Okay, CBF gonna have so much homework. I know. No soy sauce in H&A soup. There's a dry mix that with fresh egged, a little hot spice and vinegar can be adequate substitutions. Vinegar can. And yes, my ABCs put soy sauce in hot and sour soup. Don't ask. CBF standing on the corner with the conical hat. Don't make me. Hi, Paralyzed to Paralyzed. You're the last one because I've been on here for an hour and a half and I'm beat like a woof woof. Even though, you know what? If I wait just long enough, I can pull a Becky. She's never going to live it down. You know that. My 3.5 hour cousin. He thinks he's Yusuf Procito. Oh my God. The night lights came on. My world is covered in hue. Actually, we got the hue lights because of seasonal affective disorder, because you could get them in white. These hue lights are, God, 8 years old now. And since they're LCDs, they will last forever. Yeah, half of these hue lights cost $50 a piece back in the day. And that's when we were tech positive. So it was neat. Now I'm just like, I have a computer that's Windows 10, but it's the one in the bathroom and I don't want to replace it. And I got to figure out, okay. Welcome to CBF Tech Corner. Now, how do I get the automated update taken out of Windows 10? I haven't found it and I haven't looked it up. And I'm not very good about going on YouTube to find out DIY videos. I have to learn. I still do Reddit. So, and I don't want to hear about the Apple because all I want to say is Foxconn. Go look it up in Salon. I got my sister almost to get rid of her Apple phone. CBF is the mecca of technical perfection. Hey, I haven't even started yet. Wait till I'm like home. You know, it's like in the studio, I've got my Samsung Smart TV, which I have in the bedroom too. I've got my latest HP, which from last year, which I heard that RAM is hard to get, which I got really lucky because my last Surface has decent RAM because I wasn't paying attention. It would explain why it costs a little money, but that's because the former portable Surface, I don't know what the hell I did to it. I did a dump on it from my cloud and I can't get it off right now. So it is immediately, every time I start it up, it overheats and fills up and gets slow. So it was 4 years old anyway, 3 years old. And so I got the new one. But like I said, the one in the bathroom, which is over the tub that I don't use because I don't use tubs, is an old Vio? No, it's an old Samsung all-in-one. So, but it's a Windows 10, but it's got enough power on it that it'll last sort of like the people who still use XP. And you guys know who you are because you won't let go. It's amazing. How many years later? 15, 16 years later? So I want to be one of those Windows 10 versions of XP. Now, isn't this better than me talking about makeup fuzz? It's the arm crossing for me. Shush. I do that. Now we're going to get serious. For me, it was the pen toss. You guys, stop it. Now I'm going to be totally paranoid every time I do this. Grant Cardone uses 10XP. How does this work? Oh my God, that's so funny. See? You come in late and you're still making me laugh too much. Yeah, wait till I start doing makeup tutorials. But anyway, oh, I forgot. I was getting back to something that originally I was talking about after Aaron read my mind. It was so funny. I don't do the head patting. I don't do the thank yous. I'm like, I just said this yesterday. So if anybody can get back to the head mentor, tell him occasionally acknowledge that I'm in San Francisco, please. And I'm the only one. Actually, there are two of us. One of us does not go online. I know who the other one is. So he's been mentioned on Wyatt's Metal. Is that what it's called? Oh, I forgot. there's a channel called Reeling in the Years. I just saw it on my YouTube. And it shows or you can even type it in, I'm sure. The title is Mitchell Trio FEAT John Denver your friendly liberal, or quotation mark, your friendly liberal. It's about your friendly, I'll get the following clip is an archive of Reeling in the Year productions. We have more footage with John Denver and the Mitchell Trio. So if you're working on a documentary, please contact us. If you additional contact, please note our website is on the screen to protect from being plagiarized. It's an old Mike Douglas clip, and it shows John Denver singing. Oh, reelingintheyears.com. See if I can advance this a little bit. Your friendly liberal neighborhood KKK, 1966. It's the creepiest thing on the planet. It's so cool. Can you hear that?
If not, then why not have us down? Have us down. You'll never recognize it.
Whoops. Oh, what did I do? Ah! I am muted.
Rio. If not, then why not have
Thank you. Is it?
You'll never recognize us.
Well, isn't it like 6 seconds or 5 seconds or something? Your friendly liberal neighborhood KKK. It's awesome. I saw it because I watch vintage stuff. I watch what was it yesterday? I thought of cricket. Lucille Ball doing a dance because that's how her and Ricky met, dancing. But I watch stuff like that. So it was like, it popped up on my shorts and it was like, so your liberal neighborhood KKK in 1966 on the Mike Douglas show. Oh my God, Becky. Okay, where am I? Oh, I'm doing it again. Shut up. Let's do a cosmetic report for cultist makeup sex. Where is it? I don't have it here. I have a little fan. So thank you, Fuzz. This is going to get you struck. No, I screwed it up in perfect timing. It's under 5 seconds. And it's also reaction. You don't get in trouble for reaction videos. And since I wasn't showing it, so that's how, not State of the Union, that's how, who was it? Somebody was doing reaction videos and YouTube lets reaction videos fly. But not songs. Because I've been watching some like Gen Z guys find new songs like The Boys Are Back in Town. Guys who listen to like hip hop are listening to John Denver. And they're having to do live. So it was like U2 at Red Rock or on the opposite direction. Rockers who are finding MC Hammer live. So it was like, I love watching the reaction videos because, of course, being from Oakland, I know I do the whole gambit. But there was one that had done a video and it had been quieted. So I think you can do live, but you can't do studio. And then there was Queen. I think Brian May had a brain fart lately because I have Queen on my video YouTube to get dressed to because huge Queen fan, never got to see him. It sucks. But for some reason, I had Bohemian Rhapsody on once because I was watching the Mills Family, I think they are. They had done they do parodies of songs, and they had done a Bohemian Rhapsody song, and Brian May would let all of that go through, no problem. But I think he was pissed off at YouTube because literally had like 3 minutes of Bohemian Rhapsody, then it dies. And I'm like, it wasn't on Spotify because that's what I listened to on the way in because to keep myself like happy. And it was just like, and it's back now, but it was gone for like 2 weeks where it would just go for like 3 minutes and then just completely cut off. It's so weird, especially when you're watching the video for Bohemian Rhapsody and all of a sudden it just ends. It's like, So couldn't find The Show Must Go On, which is the saddest video as far as I'm concerned in Videodome, because it was Freddie Mercury's last video and he was already really sick at that point. So it was just like, oh, it kills me. Let's see. It is the Mitchells. Sorry. Came across this once. They wouldn't allow it on TV radio now. Yeah. I listen to MC Escher. Can't find this. You do know that in my school amongst the brainies. Oh, I forgot to do that. I was just going to say, I am not a grifter. I'm not a social pariah. I'm not this. I'm not all these things that 86 GOP mentioned. It was like, dude, no, I grew up, remember, Mean Girl. But in 9th grade, 8th grade, with all of us smart kids, oh my God, I got so tired of seeing Escher. I can't stand him. That, you know how many dreams I've had of that stupid staircase? Ugh. It's like one of those anxiety dreams that I get where I'm just walking the staircase constantly and like looking for a 7-Up or something. If I had a therapist, he'd have a blast with me, I'm sure. There's a ladies group and a grannies group that does parodies. Ah, yeah, no, who, where, what, when, why, where are they? Them, I don't think they would put a copyright on me, but the person who the original song is about would probably do a copyright on me. Let's see if I can find them. I was going through my YouTubes yesterday and I was actually getting rid of some of them because it's like Secular Talk is the guy with the that was talking about Epstein being a honeypot. I didn't even know what a real honeypot was until on the way home. Stephanie Lang, do you guys like her? I like her. The I Had It girls. Oh, it looks like oh, I thought she was, but she's not. Oh, Jennifer's back in New York. She was home in Oklahoma for the weekend, I guess. Ballet Rain. Do you guys watch Ballet Rain? It's 2 girls, early 20s, ballerinas who talk about ballet and show ballet. So I love them. They're like one of my favorites. Who? What? Oh, okay. New one talking about ANTM. And those who know, know. Where is it? Oh, and then there's Viral Virtue with Jordan and McKay, ex-Mormons. One of my BFFs is an ex-Mormon. So, let's see. Where are they? Tennessee Brando. I like him. He was actually explaining country and Western, or country music, and how you default into becoming country when you can't make it anywhere else. And he was also talking about the dates when country was, nowadays would be considered progressive, you know, Waylon and Willie and all that. And I was thinking, yeah, Linda Ronstadt dated Jerry Brown. I think that's slightly progressive. Oh, some chick called Pinche Becky? Where Where is it? Ah, Jess. I always have Jessie. Jessie Palmendessa. She's so much fun. That's one of the few things I hate about the whole Scott implosion is that we lost Jess, we lost Streets. We lost Danny and Leah when they were innocent and didn't know any better. I know evolution is evolution, but still. I got local news. Marsh family. That's what it is. The Marsh family. And they're the ones who did one of the Minnesota songs. I don't see... They've got a lot more lately. So, MTG has broken cover. Parody of Billie Jean. I never thought I'd be actually cheering on MTG. At least she was smart enough to get out of there when she could. Think of if she had really drank the Kool-Aid, think how screwed up she'd be right now, and she'd be a force for them, not for, good. See, I'm willing to give her another chance. See, there are people who can have another chance. Led Zeppelin did an Usher-inspired song, Stairway to Stairway. Great, now it's in my head, I hate you. If you listen to Purple Rain at 2 times speed, it becomes country. Your Lucky Kay doesn't feel very good. She's from there. They're all very violently. They hold on to him. Toto did 2 hands drying hands across America. Oh my God. Look what you've done, Adam. You've turned Fuzzy into one of you. Asher compilations go on forever. Oh my God. When doves cry at 2 speed becomes full. God, look at you, almost made me snort. Oh my God. Okay, I cannot wait for the husband to come home. I'm exhausted. I need to go downstairs. At least I cleaned off the bed. I dumped everything on my bed. I'm like, I'm going to get through all of this today. And I've got a 6,000 step limit. Because, that's how much I haven't been able to exercise because it's supposed to go up. And I'm at 4,482. That's a lot of puttering. Thanks for joining us. Yep, see, I'm done. Fuzz says I'm done. When Fuzz gives you the thank you, I'm done. She is my queen. Now all she needs to do is ride a motorcycle. Anyway, I got the pyramids. I've got to go now. Okay, guys. I will be on tomorrow at 3. It may be right here. It may be in the studio. It won't be at the org because I'm tired. I'm going to try, and my leg is killing me, so I am going to try to maybe stay home this week in gas prices. Papa Cat's going to check on the way home. So, peace, love, and candy? I'll go for that. I'm going to go have a candy bar. An egg foo young. Found good Chinese in Oakland, or in San Francisco finally. In Alameda, and I mean, by good Chinese, I mean ABC Chinese. Crap, but yummy. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Like, sub, become a member. And Aaron's threatening everybody that he's going to come up with a good goss on membership only. I'm glad I'm a member. Oh, I know I'm promoting him for the moment, but you know what? If he's going to do goss, the tea. I had to step away for an hour, catching him up 2 times. Sorry, Esther, I'm about to leave. Have a good night. So, ciao, Bellas.